THA declares sargassum seaweed a natural disaster. The Assembly will meet with communities tonight to seek their views on the issue and the land to be provided for CNG fuel station in Tobago.
Info Update, bringing you the latest news, views and reviews,
along with responses,
comments and events
affecting you.
Brought to you by the Information Division of the Tobago House of Assembly.
The Tobago House of Assembly has declared the sargassum seaweed washing ashore the island's beaches a natural disaster. More from Anika Springer.
Mats of seaweed have been drifting in the open ocean, endangering life and limb in Tobago. Fishermen have complained of its effects on their livelihood. It was also reported that residents at Speyside rescued a leatherback that became entangled in the seaweed. Tobago depends heavily on tourism, and the beach is a major part of that experience. But the seaweed is making this impossible. For these reasons, the Chief Secretary, Orville London, said,
"In fact, we in the Tobago House of Assembly have taken the decision. That challenge is so daunting that we are treating it as an emergency, as a natural disaster."
And the Assembly has pledged to dig into its limited resources to find a solution.
In the initial stage, we are going to be utilizing a budget of $3 million.
TEMA has also been asked to determine the magnitude of the problem.
One of the issues with which we're hoping to treat is to bring some more predictability into the process. And TEMA is going to be charged with checking to see whether there are institutions with which they can relate, institutions that are able to track the material. There is even a recommendation that we do a helicopter flyover to see what is out there.
The Director of Natural Resources and the Environment, Linford Beckel, said a long-term plan is in the works.
So we want to focus some of our energies investing in research.
A plan is already in place to deal with the removal and disposal of the seaweed which continues to wash ashore. I'm Anika Springer for Info Update.
The Assembly also assembled a strategic team to deal with this issue.
The committee would be headed by the Chief Administrator, Mr. Ray Sanley. I would include representatives of the Division of Agriculture, Marine Affairs, Marketing and the Environment, a representative from the Division of Infrastructure and Public Utilities, a representative from the Division of Tourism and Transportation, a representative from TEMA, a representative from the Hotel Association, one representative of the affected properties, Mr. Neil Wilson, consultant, and an accountant.
In fact, as early as this evening, they will have face-to-face dialogue with members of the affected areas. That meeting starts in just under an hour and will be held at the Speyside Community Centre. Let's switch focus to tell you that 1 acre of land in southwest Tobago will be provided for a CNG fuel station. This came out of a meeting held earlier today with officials of state-owned National Petroleum Marketing Company Limited, NP, and the PTSC. As Caroline Wallace tells us, the THA made this announcement as a show of its commitment to the venture.
This move means that Tobago can finally benefit from having the promised CNG public buses. The Chief Secretary, Orville London, says a committee has been set up with all stakeholders involved and sites should be listed by mid-August.
Their mandate is to discuss and, of course, bring together all the issues, and coming out of that to make recommendations on 3 possible sites in order of preference. And their mandate is to have that done by the 18th of August.
He says this initiative is timely, as it's not only the setting up of the station, but a pipeline will also have to be run from where the gas comes in at Cove to the station. Mr. London says knowing this beforehand helps because
our information is that there are restrictions as to the utilization of land. So when the decision is made and they're looking at the land use plan, they will factor that in.
In the meantime, the THA will still go ahead with its purchase of 25 buses for Tobago because it will take some time for that station to be constructed and those buses to come here. I'm Caroline Wallace for Info Update.
That's it from all of us at the Department of Information. I'm Davia Chambers, and you've been listening to Info Updates.